here's everything that you're gonna need for this upcoming turkey season. Now, as everyone all knows who has hunted turkeys before, camo is, you know, your #1 priority, and making sure you have the right camo is super duper important. It'll make or break your hunt. If you hunt in a blind, it's not as important, but if you're gonna ground sit like I do majority of my turkey hunts, it's gonna be super important. So my camo that I use, I go with Huntworth, the Tarning camo pattern, guys, as you see right behind me. For spring turkey season, I usually like to have all 3 of these sets ready to go because the weather is super unpredictable here in Minnesota. But with that being said, I'll show you the lightweight stuff. I just got this stuff this year. This is the Sheldon sweatshirt. I'll take it off the hanger for you guys here. And as you can see, I've never worn it because the tags are right here. So I'm super stoked and excited to put this to use this year. So these are the pants. These are the Durham pants. They got the knee pads, or the knee protectors right here on the front, and then they have like a butt protector on the back. It's just basically a thicker material, and I think that's a great idea, being sitting on the ground, you don't want to be getting holes on your knees and, you know, on your butt as you're sitting, because that's quite uncomfortable. They got pockets, a lot of them, 2 in the front, 1, 2, and then we got zipper pouches here, which is super sweet. 1 on each side too, which, you know, the #1 thing I like about Huntworth is that they do think about the pockets and making sure you're able to store your stuff. And I love that they take that in consideration. You also got 2 back pockets here. So these pants are super lightweight. They're super breathable. They almost feel like sweatpants. I tried them on. They feel like sweatpants, like you have them on. Super lightweight, soft, you know, breathable. So I think that'll be a great addition to my hunting clothes this year, especially being that, you know, it's actually super warm here in February, surprisingly, being in Minnesota. Usually it's cold, but. All right, next up is this sweatshirt, hoodie combo. It's the, Chilton. I thought so. I thought I said it right. But, so the inside here is like this knitted cotton feel. Super warm. Again, I've tried this on already. And I kind of moved around in it. Super comfortable. You got a half zipper up the front. So it's not a quarter zip, it's a half, which makes it kind of convenient for getting in and out of quick. You got a front kangaroo pouch up front here, a big pouch. Keep all your stuff that you want to keep close to your body and whatnot. Goes all the way through, guys, which is kind of nice. And then you also got a small pouch up front that's zipper. That's zipper. So you just unzip that. Got a nice little pouch you can put your phone in, or your mouth towels or whatever for turkeys. And also with this sweatshirt has a built-in face mask. You guys can see that, which is kind of nice, I think. Built-in face mask. Yeah, so that's the lightweight stuff that I'll be using this year. Super excited. Feels super comfortable, super stretchy, you know, not super tight. Fits good. Just a quick example, you know, 230, 235, about 6'2"-ish. And those are extra large. Their size fits true in majority of their stuff. Next up, we got the rain gear here, guys. Like I said, this is waterproof stuff. I wore this once when it was raining. I don't really like to hunt in the rain, I just don't. But, you know, when turkeys are moving, I'm gonna go hunting. You know, we got 2 pockets that are zippers, 1 on each side, 1 over here too. It's a zipper. We got a front zipper pouch here, up and down, nice little chest pouch here. And then all this stuff is like a double layered, you get your snaps here, and then you got the zipper, so it's double sealed so the water really doesn't get in. I will say, when I did wear this last year, it was like raining, but like not to the point where I should have wore this. Because if any of you guys wear rain gear, you know you get hot and sweaty, which is the same concept with this. It's a little more breathable though, being that it has this knitted, or this kind of like this, I don't know, mesh inside. So it's not like it's sticking to you, which is super nice. Because I hate that feeling with rain gear, how it sticks to your skin when it rains. But yeah, so this is the jacket. This is the Wisted line, guys, and it comes in handy. I don't use it a whole lot, then again, like I said, because I don't like hunting in the rain, but it is super helpful to have just in case the turkeys are moving and you want to go chase the turkeys. Here's the Wisted pants. They're these pants do run a little bigger on the waist that I've noticed. A little downside, but it's not something that's like, you know, ends the world or anything like that. Same thing, it has this mesh interior lining here. You do got pockets, front right pocket and front left pocket. You do also have belt loops around, so if you want to throw a belt on, you absolutely can. Also, they have two flat pockets down on the knees. They're not zippered, they're just a button, but they overlay like this, so they overlay the button so rain can't get into your pants, which is kind of nice, or into your pockets, I should say, not your pants, but your pockets. These bottom cuffs, they are buttoned and they are zippered. They have a zipper, the bottom cuffs of the pants. So they go up a good amount, so easier to get your boots on and off. Zip, flip the switch up, and button them. You're good to go. Yeah, so that's about it. And then there's two big back pockets with flaps and buttons on the back side also. One on each side. Super nice. Like I said before, I don't really wear these a whole lot. It's just I bought them because it was been raining for a while and I hate being wet while I'm hunting. Uncomfortable. Anyway, moving on. Now we got our midweight stuff. This is by far my favorite set of clothes, or their line, honestly, in Huntworth's line. I love these guys. I love the Alkaline set. Super comfortable, and it's super lightweight, and it keeps you really warm. I wear this down all the way down to 30 degrees. Once you get past 30, it's a little too far, but you layer, you easily make it past 30. They have the neck, so there's no hood, which is nice. Shows in handy. I'll show you here in a bit what I use, you know, to cover up my face. Especially for turkeys, it's kind of important, as you guys know. They got a zipper pouch up here on the chest. Super nice. One on each side, actually, for the Alkaline set. You know, I'm only speaking on behalf of the stuff that I got, guys. So I don't know what the other stuff has. I'm gonna assume most of their stuff runs basically the same. We also got zipper pockets on the bottom. Again, super nice. Yeah, it's just a super soft, heavyweight. It's so lightweight. Yeah. Another thing that they do have, which I didn't notice till now, is they got a side, like a breather, like a vent. I didn't notice that. Wish I would have. Would have been nice to know, but I've just found that out now. One on each side, actually, underneath each armpit. You can see that. And also, what they incorporate with majority of their jackets or their upper garments is like the safety harness. So you can just run your safety harness through that little hole up top. You know, if you're sitting in a tree stand, you run your safety harness through, so that way, you know, it doesn't have to be on the outside of your clothes, which is super nice. I like that aspect. But yeah, and then they also have this bungee handcuff, so it kind of scrunches up around your wrist for a super fitted feel, but also super maneuverable. You know, it's super comfortable to hunt in. You can move around. You don't feel tight. You don't feel anything like that. That's what I love about this camo. Finally, for the last set that I'll be using this season is the Alkaline pants. Button. Like a little, this waistband I really like. I hope they incorporate this more on their other pants, but it's like a stretchy but not stretchy waistband. It's super nice. It doesn't fall down at all. Two front pockets, once again. No zipper on these ones though. These two front ones, right next to your thighs or whatever. But then they have their two zippered pockets, kind of lower down on your leg, kind of by your knee. It's actually pretty good sized. One on each side. And then they also do have back pockets that are zipper. They have 2 back pockets, one on this side. Oh, no they don't. Oh yeah, no, they just one. Sorry, just one zipper. Just one back pocket on your back right. There we go, it's open. And the inside's the same thing, it's same material as the pants. The pants are like this cross knit kind of fabric, super warm, nice and insulated. I like it. I have no complaints about these pants at all. Zipper on your legs, so that way you can get your boot in easier and zip it back up. So that's the Camo for your pants and your jackets, or whatever you want to call your outer garments, that I run for turkey hunting. Next up, I run this, I know there's a name for it, but face mask. I think it's called Bulgara something. I'm not too sure, but this is what I wear for every hunt, no matter what. I just like it. It's so much more convenient than a hood, I think. I hate running hoods. I just feel like this is more simple. Just throw this on, you're good to go, right? Next up, I got my lightweight gloves from Huntworth. Again, all in Tarnin. You know, I like to be the same. Keep everything consistent. These are really nice. These are windproof, so if it's windy, you don't feel a thing. And I truly love that about Huntworth. They really think about the outside weather and take that into consideration when they're making their clothes and everything. Moving into accessories. Now, all these accessories, and same thing with the clothes, if you can't afford it, guys, buy what you can afford. Huntworth is relatively cheap, especially like the Sheldon and the Durham pants, like the first set I showed you, the lightweight. The pants are like $50. The sweatshirt's like $30, $40. It's not super expensive, guys. So $100 you can buy a set, and you're pretty much set. Layer underneath if you have to. Get a cheap, undershirt, and just roll with that, guys. You don't have to go all out when you're going turkey hunting. Just keep it simple, keep it basic. With that being said, what I run for calls. Now, if you've never turkey hunted before, and if you're watching videos, 95% of all turkey hunters have their favorite call, right? Now, box call. A lot of people like their box calls. Me, personally, I don't. I don't sit in a blind, so I can't be having a lot of movement, as I'm trying to call turkeys in. I can't move a lot. So, I go to mouth calls. Now, for beginners and turkey hunting, may not know what mouth calls are, but these are mouth calls from JT Calls. Great products, I love them. Last 2 turkeys I shot last year, one in Nebraska and one in Minnesota. That's what I use, is those 2 mouth calls right there. The Batwing and the V-Cut from JT Calls. Great products, super durable, I love them. But if you're a beginner, I would honestly not go that route unless you're willing to spend a lot of time to try to learn how to use them. Me personally, I'd go with a simple slate call. This is a slate over glass. Glass is on the back side, slate's on the front. It's waterproof, so you can probably, if it gets wet, you can still use it. It comes with a striker, or 95% of them come with a striker, some don't, depending on the company where you get them. But they're super easy to use, super easy to learn. Videos, look them up. They're all over the place, This is a pot call, like I just said. Now, a box call, going back to the box call, it is super easy to learn, but if you do not have a blind, it's super hard when the turkeys get close. You can't be moving a lot, so you just kind of conceal your movements when turkeying. So I don't recommend them if you're gonna be, if you don't have a blind or don't have the money to afford a blind. Don't go out and buy one just to get a box call, guys. Get the pot call, you can keep it more by your waist, or you can kind of make smaller movements with it. Mouth call, super handy because there is no movement involved. Put it in your mouth, you yelp on it. I'll just go do a yelp or 2 here. Super concealed with a mouth call. But this is the Batwing. This is by far my favorite from JT Calls. I love it. Super nice when turkeys are coming in close and you know, you can't be moving a lot. You got to get ready for your gun or, you know, your bow or whatever. That's what I recommend. It's hard to learn though. It takes a lot of time to get everything down, so on and so forth. Another thing that's kind of important, but not really important, but still is kind of important, get yourself some scent killer, guys. Deer are gonna be out while turkeys are out and moving. It's, you know, and if you scent off a deer or, you know, the deers take off, the turkeys will probably take off also. So get yourself some scent killer. This is just scent killer supercharged. I picked it up at Fleet Supply in St. Cloud. It's relatively cheap. It lasts you all year. At least this bottle lasts me all year through deer season and everything. I don't really need to refill the bottles. I mean, one bottle lasts me all year for all hunting. It's kind of nice. But moving on from calls and everything else, I got my binoculars, which you don't have to go with an expensive pair of binoculars, guys. You really don't. They are nice. You know, with everything comes a price. They are super nice to have the expensive ones. These are the Vortex Crossfires HDs. This is what I run. Unfortunately, I lost my Crossfire Rangefinder this season, somewhere in the woods. Another important aspect to turkey hunting is your decoys, guys. And decoys are expensive. They can be expensive, depending what you go with. So I'll show you a few of them that I got. You don't have to go out and buy these though, guys. These are expensive, like I said, but they've worked for me. That's how I've got all my turkeys. So first up, you got your hen decoys. Here is a common hen decoy. This is a cheap one. This is from Flexstone. By cheap, I mean $40 to $50. I'm pretty sure I got this one for. This is just your regular posturing hen, you know, walking hen. You can also use it as a lay down hen. You know, you just stick the jake tube or stick right through there. And, you know, the jake sits on top of the hen. Super versatile. I don't have a whole lot to say on decoys. It's just, they're super handy. You know, with decoys, you do a little less calling, so there's less of a chance for you to, you know, set off a tom once he's coming in. Decoys, you know, usually do the work. But this is like a walking hen or a postured hen is what they call it. So that's what it looks like. A laying down hen, you know, is laying down flat on the ground and with the jake behind it usually. I go cheap on my hen decoys. This is also Flexstone. This is a feeding hen. It's usually what they look like. Not as much detail on these as I do with my jakes and toms, but this is a feeding hen, also from Flexstone. Do I know what model or anything? Absolutely not, but I know you can dang near find them everywhere. Just a hint though, guys, when you get them out of the box, get them like puffed up and get their bodies like pushed out and everything, because once they crease, they are super hard to uncrease. That's the feeding hen, that's the posturing hen. You know, with just those two, that's, you know, enough decoys, I think personally. And since from what I've hunted with, the posturing hen is honestly good. If you just have that posturing hen out in the open, 10, 15 yards away from you, a turkey will come in eventually, or should anyway. Leading into the big boys, so the ones that are expensive, guys. This is where you get expensive, unfortunately. Your males, your toms, your jakes. I run jakes, especially around my area. It's just the competition. Toms, turkeys are scared of toms, guys. Toms are scared of toms. But they do work. But I run jakes. This is a, oh boy, I forgot what, oh, this is DSD. Why did I forget that? This is a DSD quarter strut jake decoy. Usually put this behind, you know, a lay down hen, and that's the way I run them 90% of the time. Now, I got my full strut jake. Yeah, I know the beard's a little messed up, but it is what it is. This is an Avian X, and the reason I went with Avian on the full strut jake is just because their bodies are a little more smaller so they're not as intimidating. That's the logic I went with behind it. I am getting a different fan from these. I'm getting a Jake fan to put on the back here. I'm just gonna mount it back here and run with that, because this is just super flimsy, and with wind, it kind of just goes like this, and now it doesn't look realistic, right? So I'm putting a real fan on it. I'm getting it done right now. So, but this is the Avian X. This, I think this is like $150 to $175, I think. Crazy expensive for just a decoy. But they work good. They do their job. You know, they make a lot easier to get a turkey to commit to your decoy setup and get them in close, which is super nice. Now, to pack all this stuff away from Huntworth, once again, is their backpack. This is, I think this is their hickory pack or whatever. It has the suspension pack, so it has 2 bars that help hold it up. Got the waistband also. My clips in front of you. A lot of pockets and a lot of rooms. I don't have a whole lot to say on this, just because it's a backpack, guys. It's what you expect out of a backpack, if not more. A lot of pockets. It is water resistant, I think they call it, but it's pretty much waterproof. I've taken it out in the rain. None of my stuff came out wet. So take it as you want it. They just say water resistant, just, you know, so nobody decides to go swimming with it, kind of thing. Super durable backpack. Has a lot of clips. I ran my saddle kit on here, so my, you know, my sticks and my platform, I put it on back here and ran everything that way. But that's my backpack. Now finally, the killing machine, the #1 tool that you need to kill a turkey, either a bow or a shotgun. My shotgun, I run a Stoeger M3500. I don't have that ready for turkey season yet. It's kind of torn apart, it's getting cleaned. So I'm not gonna show that right now. But I will show you what kind of ammo I run with that and so on and so forth. So if you're gonna come with me, Federal TSS. That is what I run, 3.5 inch guys, and their shot combo is a 5, 6, 7 on the side. That's what I run for shot. So I got the Matthews Phase 4, 29 inch axle to axle length. I'm pulling back, pretty sure 65 pounds. But this is the Matthews Phase 4, guys. This is what I'm running. I got a standard stabilizer up front. I didn't go super expensive. Basic sight, 5-pin up front. You guys can see that 5-pin up front has the stabilizer, you know, the ball up there. I went with pink just because pink's my favorite color. I don't know if you guys can see that, but pink, pink ringlet too, just because, why not? Because I want to. It has a drop sight from Fuse, I'm pretty sure the company is. So that's my bow setup that I'll be running this year for turkeys. Guys, like I said before, if you're just getting into turkey hunting and you're just figuring stuff out, you don't have to buy the most expensive stuff. You know, your dad's Remington 870 will do just fine. You know, you don't have to go with the latest and greatest shots. A lot of opportunities also out there in the hunting community. Just a quick shout out, I'm gonna give FeatherNet Outdoors, guys. The opportunities that they provide for, you know, beginner hunters to like the intermediate hunters to even the experts is amazing. You know, the videos, how to create videos, what to include in your videos. They even do editing videos for you. Like they'll edit your videos for you. That's what they do for me, guys. And I love the support that they give. You know, there's a lot of people in FeatherNet Outdoors group, and I love it that they're so supportive on everything. Great ideas. So if you want to get into like a family organization in the hunting world, go hook them up. FeatherNet Outdoors, guys. I just really like their clothing, guys, and I want to give them a quick shout out, say thank you for, you know, the great quality hunting gear that they provide each and every hunter, especially, you know, the guys that don't want to break the bank when they're going to go find, you know, hunting clothes for this upcoming season. Go check out Huntworth. Super affordable. And if you have any questions, guys, comment below, shoot me a message. You know, I'll gladly get back to you guys, and hopefully you have a great and successful turkey season. I'm